Hi, Camille here again. I want to teach you about a behavior now called touch. Some people look at me kind of weird when I talk about this behavior, but then when they realize how they can use it, I've had people just so excited about this behavior because it becomes so helpful if you think about how you can use it in your day. Touch is a very simple behavior. You can do touch and have your dog touch their nose to your hand, anywhere on your hand, or you can even do fist bump if you want to make it cool and modern. But the point is to have your dog come from a distance and come over and touch your hand. And now you've got your dog coming over and redirecting him. Let's say it's a puppy, for example, and your puppy's getting into, chewing on something, doing something that you don't want the puppy to do. You don't always want to be telling the puppy, no, no, no. You can use touch as a nice redirection. The redirection pulls your dog to you, and then you can, praise and be excited and happy, and then keep your dog moving towards another place. Another way that I like to use touch is when, let's say you're out on a walk and your dog sees another dog or a person or something that he's triggered by and gets very excited or even nervous. Touch is a really nice behavior to be able to ask your dog to do if you've practiced it and he knows it well. The reason I say that is because you might have tried to ask your dog to sit, for example, as a person goes by or a dog goes by. And you might find that your dog can't do that behavior, like sit, sit, sit. And you don't want to do that to your dog. One, it's stressing you out because your dog can't hear you and can't perform that sit because it's a stationary behavior while he's really excited. But if instead you use touch and have your dog come touch your hand, now you've got your dog doing a moving behavior, which is much easier to do when a dog is overexcited or over-aroused, overstimulated in some way. So now we're at the how part. I want to show you how to teach touch. It's really very simple, and I want you to start out very simply so that your dog can be successful. So I'm going to take two fingers, point it out like this, doesn't matter how you do it, and I'm going to put them really close to Lexi's nose. She leans forward even just to smell my finger. That's fine. When she touched it, I clicked. That marked her. One tip about when you're working with your dog. If you put your hand out and your dog doesn't come and touch your hand, don't move closer to your dog. The key here is for your dog to learn to come closer to you. And if you move your hand closer to help your dog be successful, the learning part that you need won't take place. So if you put your hand out and your dog isn't able to do it, you put your hand behind your back and then you represent it. Good girl. Lexi likes to work fast. You can wait, please. Now, as you get going, the point is to increase the distance that your dog has to come in order to touch your hand. So now Lexi got up and moved over toward me. Lexi gets very excited to train. She doesn't have to jump. And in fact, that's one thing I'd like to teach you is don't hold your hand up too high to cause your dog to jump. Lexi likes to jump no matter what. See, it's just a favorite thing to do, isn't it? Good girl. So, now I can ask Lexi, sit. Sit. Good girl. Wait. So now I can actually make a little bit of distance. Touch. Good girl. Good girl. You can add as much distance as you want. You can use this cue as a short distance recall or even a long distance recall because it has a nice visual cue, which is what dogs learn best, has a nice visual cue to let her know I need her to come to me. So let's see what that touch behavior looks like outside, because it's a great place to use it, okay? Hey, Lexi, go find it. Touch. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Nice job. Lexi, go find it. Touch. Yes, good girl. There you go, silly. Good girl.